Hey there loose leaves, welcome back to another video on Modern Day Tea Time. Today we're going to be making a chai tea latte from scratch. So come steep with me, enjoy some tea, and let's jump straight into the video. This chai tea latte recipe was given to me by one of my close family members, and she actually got me a basket of all the ingredients with a nice container to stir all the spices in, so kudos to her. But you should be able to get all of these ingredients from a local grocery store. To begin, we're going to start with the whole spices, and that's going to be 1 cinnamon stick, 1 teaspoon peppercorns, 5 whole cloves, 1 tablespoon of ginger pieces. You can use dried or fresh ginger pieces. I recommend using fresh as this brings out more flavor. And lastly, half a star anise pod. Then you're going to grab some additional powdered spices, and that's going to be half teaspoon cardamom, half teaspoon fennel, half teaspoon allspice, and half teaspoon nutmeg. You're then going to grab a pot to throw your spices in, and we're going to start with the whole spices, so the cinnamon stick, the peppercorns, the star anise, the 5 cloves, and then lastly the ginger pieces. And we're going to toast these. Make sure to stir to prevent the spices from burning. And after about 4 to 5 minutes, it will become really nice and fragrant, and that's when you know it's ready to use. I just love listening to it crackle and pop as if it was a fire. But next step is you're going to add 2 cups of water, and then you're going to add all the powdered spices. After that, you're going to just stir it all together and make sure it's really nice to mix in there. Let it simmer for 5 minutes. Now add in your tea, that can be the tea bags or the loose leaf tea, and you're going to cover it, switch off the heat, and let it steep for 10 minutes. Now take off the lid, and you're going to be adding your sweetener. Your sweetener can be whatever you want and how much of it you want. In this case, I use a 1/4 cup of honey, and it was really nice and sweet, but not too sweet. So it just depends on your taste. So definitely try it out with a few teaspoons of honey or sugar first, and then boil it up until you find your preferred sweetness. Next, we're going to strain the tea with a fine mesh strainer. And I suggest pouring it into a nice mason jar because we can then use a pot to froth and warm our milk. Then you're going to add 1.5 cups of milk, or a dairy-free alternative. In this case I use soy milk, but you could pretty much use anything that you're interested in. And then you're going to froth the milk and heat until it is warm. Next, you're going to add that delicious tea we just made and put it in that pot and mix it all together, the milk and the tea. And there you have it, ladies and gentlemen, you have your chai tea, which you're then going to pour back into your mason jar and hopefully not spill it like I did. Now with your delicious tea, you're going to probably want a nice little snack, so go find something to munch on in the cupboard. But in this case, I used peanut brittle and Ferrero Rocher. So that's how you make a chai tea latte. I'll link my recipe down below, but there's other recipes out there if you're willing to go search them and try them out. I highly recommend it. If you've tried chai tea before but didn't really enjoy it, you probably had a powdered form. I've had powdered forms of chai tea which aren't the best. So making it from scratch, it really allows you to alternate that flavor that you're looking for. Unfortunately, I made that chai tea and set up the peanut brittle and Ferrero Rochers a while ago. I wasn't able to capture it on camera, and I ate the peanut brittle and the Ferrero Rochers, which both were absolutely delicious. The peanut brittle I got from South Africa, my mother, thank you mom, and I also got the Ferrero Rochers from my girlfriend for Valentine's Day, which was awesome. But luckily for you guys, I still have some of the chai tea, so I'm going to drink it in front of you and describe the taste. I guess it's pretty much everything from what I threw in there. The cinnamon sticks, the anise pod, the cloves, and all the spices. It's just really good. I will say this one's a little bit sweeter because I made 2 batches. The first one, I didn't have 1/4 cup of honey.
And for this batch, I did put an entire quarter cup. So it is a bit on the sweet side. So you want to make sure that you add maybe not as much honey if you don't like things too sweet, and then you add honey progressively and try it and drink it like it's soup. But I hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you for steeping with me. And yeah, I'll make sure to make some more videos so that you guys can watch. Thanks again and have a good one. Bye.